Hi, welcome to Math 161, Precalculus 1. My name is Clark Loveridge. You can call me Clark with no title. I, the main theme of this course is functions. A function is a special type of equation or relation in which there is one output for each input, or typically one y value for each x value. So example of function would be the calculator keys on a calculator, the keys on a calculator. When you type something into the calculator, you get one answer. For any sequence you type in, you get only one answer. And also the formula for converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius is also a function, the temperature conversion formula. I'm going to share my screen here. Yeah, here's the formula for converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius. C is equal to 5/9 F minus 32. You take any Fahrenheit temperature, subtract 32, multiply by 5/9, and you'll get the Celsius temperature. Example of something that is not a function would be a circle. There's this particular circle is x squared plus y squared equal 25, and there's some x values have two different y values. For example, this point here, when x is -4, or x is -3 and y is -4, and there's also a point up here where x is -3 and y is +4. So you have two different points with the same x coordinate on this circle. 3 squared plus 4 squared, -3 squared plus 4 squared is 25. -3 squared plus -4 squared is also 25. You can actually split this relation into two functions. The upper semicircle would be a function, y equals square root 25 minus x squared. And the lower semicircle is also a function. Y is the negative square root 25 minus x squared. And one of the reasons functions are important is that there's certain procedures in calculus that can only be done on functions. So if you want to do those procedures on something that's not a function, then you can split the relation into pieces and do the procedure on each piece separately. This is a high flex course, and so it's going to be, you're going to have the option of attending class in person or online, or and let me actually go to the homepage. Whether you're attending in person or online, you're going to need to submit your homework and exams online. So I'm going to go to share my other screen here, and so to access the course online, you can go to the go to Canvas, and you should see a list of courses in Canvas, and you want to click on our course, which would be Math 161, and my F61 the high flex, and there'll be a welcome video here, which I'm making now, and so anyway, this is a high flex. It stands for hybrid flexible class, which means that students can choose what on each day whether to attend in person. In person would be 11:20 a.m. to 12:50 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, room BR22 in the Bunnell building on main campus, or attending online at that same time. And there's a link here where you can connect online. or you can watch recorded class sessions online at your convenience. Whether you attend in person, online, or watch recordings, grades will be based on weekly online discussions and weekly online homework and monthly online exams. Anyway, that's the format of this course. So whether you're attending in class or in person or attending online, you still need to submit the assignments online. Anyway, this is the course homepage. It describes a little bit about the course, office hours, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Mondays, 10 to 11, and 2 to 3:30 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays. Um, and I encourage you to post your a picture or avatar in Canvas. Let's see if yeah, mine you can you can see mine on the left here, and the textbook is an open resource book. There's actually you can actually access that for free in the course files. You can it's a PDF file. You can download it for free. If you want a hard copy, it's you can buy it for about $50, but you're not required to buy it the hard copy. You can access the online version. There's also a print copy on reserve in the CCP library. To submit homework, you need to go to WebAssign. That's a publisher that provides courseware for this course. Eventually, you have to pay somewhere between $35 and $55 to get an access code. But for the first 2 weeks, you can get on with just the class key. So you want to go to webassign.net and the class key, click on enter class key, and it's the class key is CCP space 9612 space 8145, and then click on enroll and follow the instructions there. So let me just demonstrate that. So it says enter class key, and click on that, and then you enter the class key that's CCP, and then some spaces and numbers, and then click on enroll, and that'll take you through the get you enrolled in the course in WebAssign. Okay, so grading, there's the weekly discussions, 5 points for each week, times 15 weeks, 75 points. Weekly homework, which is in WebAssign. The Canvas discussions are in Canvas. 5 points per week, times 15 weeks, 75 points. 2 unit exams, 100 points each, total of 200 points. So the total number of points, not counting the final exam, is 350 points. The final exam will be worth either 150 out of 500 or 900 out of 1250 for the course, whichever is to your advantage. And then convert the points into percents. 90 to 100 is A, 80 to 89 is B, and so forth. So basically the final, if it's 150 out of 500, that's going to be about 30% of your grade. 900 out of 1250 would be about 72% of your grade. Yeah, there's some opportunities for getting involved. There's been some studies that suggested that students that get involved in extracurricular activities tend to persist, tend to complete college at a higher rate. I think the human connection helps. So there's different ways of getting involved. There's CCP sports, clubs, service and volunteer opportunities, also the student government. There's some links here in the syllabus if you want to get involved in that. Okay, so let me go into the mod on the side here. You'll see syllabus modules. Right now, the syllabus is the home page. After the course starts, I'll make the modules the home page. If we go to the sidebar here and click on modules, we see week 1 module, and there's a week 1 overview, week 1 learning goals, and then there's 7 videos. Most weeks I won't have that many videos, but there's 7 videos on short videos on linear equations. And then there's the week 1 discussion. So if you click on the week 1 discussion, this is basically to introduce yourself. It says, I have a quote from John Urschel, who is both a mathematician and a professional football player. Just to start off the discussion, but you talk about your major or career goals, hobbies, interests, your best experience in a math class, and I like you to respond to other learners. So in order to give time for people to respond, I like you to do your initial post by Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. Wednesday, and then that's kind of a soft deadline, but the hard deadline is Saturday. The discussion closes on Saturday, but if you get your initial post in by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, that'll give it a couple days for other people to respond to your post. Okay, so back to let's go back to the modules again. So some of the so and there's homework each week also on WebAssign. Let's go to the week 2 discussion is on real world ellipses. So I put an example here of a real world ellipse, the shadow of a ball. Anyway, for this discussion, I'd like you to see if you can find some examples of real world ellipses. Okay, so each week there'll be homework and discussion, videos to watch, and let's see, if we go to the course files, that's also on the sidebar here, course files, and under transcripts, there's links to YouTube videos in the modules, but if you prefer a written summary of the videos, you'll find those in the transcripts. So this is week 1. There's 7 short transcripts for week 1. These are basically the lecture notes. Week 2, we have 3 on ellipses. So you can go there and read those transcripts if you want to do it that way. Okay, so let's go back to close this out. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers what I wanted to cover. So anyway, welcome to the course, and look forward to meeting everyone, and I hope we have a good semester.